Welcome back. Today, students from the Buffalo Academy of Science Charter School are here to present a few of their science projects that they have been working on. We're joined right now by Coach Mujahid Pullet. We also have Neil Squires and Shayla right here. Now, give me a rundown. We're talking about two different science projects, and our first one is robotics. So, Neil, give me a rundown of what this robot's meant to do.
Okay, this is our Rubik's Cube solving robot. We created for a science fair. We got first in the engineering department. Basically, it solves this Rubik's Cube.
So how does it work? I mean, if you gave me a Rubik's Cube, guaranteed I would not be able to solve it. So how does it know when to turn and how to match up those colors?
It uses this light sensor and this distance sensor to count and measure the algorithms to solve it. There's 3 different algorithms. It uses the shortest one.
Now, you know, as their coach, you traditionally think coaches as a sporting team. So what are you working on with them throughout this whole experience?
The robotics team is like a sport team for our school, and we have 3 different robotics teams, and they went to different competition last year. They went to Connecticut, Hudson, New York City. They go different tournaments with different competitions. For example, this one is a mid-sized robot, and it was meant to carry some donuts, and there's a big field. You compete with other teams, and it's more like sport team and sport competitions. So that's why we're calling it coaching and training.
Now, Neil, I never worked on robotics in high school. What are you learning throughout this whole process?
Different aspects of engineering and design of robots.
Now, how difficult is it to come up with something like this? There's a problem at hand. The Rubik's Cube needs to be solved. How do you start to think, how could we solve that? I can turn that question over to you. So how do you formulate a plan and you know, get them to think outside the box with robotics?
I guess the 2 things is, one thing is building out of nothing, because you have all those sticks and motors, and you need to build something that can hold it. That's the first challenge, a mechanical challenge that we are working on, different mechanical aspects that I can build. And the second challenge is the programming. So how these things, after you put them together, they're going to work with a program. So there are 2 big challenges. But the first challenge, I guess, the biggest challenge, because you have, first of all, a bag of Legos, and you don't know what you're going to do. But at the end of a month, they come up with something, and Shayla, she was complaining all about what we're going to do with all these. But at the end, they come up with a robot that can move, and it's the most fun part of it.
And we'll pull up a panel with your website so that anyone interested can know a little bit more about the Buffalo Academy of Science Charter School. But right now, we're going to head it over to our web producer, Emily Lanahan, for another .com check. Buffalo Academy of Science Charter School with a little bit more science fun. We have a whole bunch of experiments lined up, so we're going to run them right down. Now, Shayla, our first experiment is making a light bulb. So tell me what's going on right here.
Okay, well, this is an alternative source. There's a piece of lead in here. It's made out of graphite. It's a very, valuable mineral. And so you're just going to take the battery, and when you hook it up.
So all you have is a piece of pencil lead, and the heat is causing it to light up.
Yes.
Excellent. Now we're going to turn over to you, Shakina. Now, I think of gummy bears. I think of a snack. You're using gummy bears in a completely different way.
Okay. In this experiment, they work as a simple carbohydrate, and this experiment basically shows how enzymes in your body react to, sugars and carbohydrates, basically.
All right, so give me a rundown. What's going to happen?
So first, I have to heat this up. This works as the enzyme.
Okay, so what's inside there?
This is potassium chloride, and I have to wait until it turns into a liquid. It's going to take a while.
All right, well, while you are heating that up, I'm going to turn it over here to Loren. Now, Loren, basketball mirrors, you're going to teach me how to fly.
Yes, sir. What we have here is an anti-gravity mirror. What that is, it gives that optical illusion that they're all flying.
Okay.
So, go ahead and show you that.
Look at that. So if you're not tall like me, maybe there's still a chance I can learn how to dunk.
Yes.
All right. Now, we're going to come back over here. It is on the way to becoming a liquid. So now, what is happening when you're heating this up? Why is it turning into a liquid?
It's really a solid, and I'm just waiting until it turns into a liquid, because when it does, the chemical reaction will occur.
Okay. Okay, so we have about 40 seconds left as she's turning it into a liquid. I know that there is a fog gun happening, so why don't we get that fog gun started? All right, so now it's a liquid. So
Okay.
once it's a liquid, what are we gonna do?
We'll just put the little gummy worms in it and let the magic happen.
That is excellent. So this is what's happening in your body.
Yes, basically, it's actually what's happening.
All right,
now, when you eat your bagel in the morning, that's what's going on.
All right, well, there is one more experiment that they're setting up for that they're gonna, hopefully we have a chance to do really quickly. I have it, some fog is gonna be at. All right, look at that. All right, as the crazy science continues happening over here, we're gonna send it back into the Kitchen World kitchen to see what's happening over there in the kitchen.